Dear students, our chapter 1 is completed. So let's start chapter 2. In this chapter I will tell you about your country, its population, location, neighbors, political division, physical division and states and their capitals. So let's start. Our country India is vast, old and diverse. Our country India is vast means big, extremely big. Old means it's old, and diverse means diversity is there. Diverse means very different from each other. It is unique and has its own place in the world. Our country is unique from the other countries and has own place in the world. Over the years, people of different races and faiths have made India their home. Different people means the people who are different, who have different races and faiths, they have made India their home, means they all are living here in the country, and this is reflected in its diversity of language, culture, religion. So this is reflected means being diverse is reflected, diversity is reflected in their languages, culture, religions, means they follow all these. So the diversity can be seen here. Today India is the second most populous country in the world, and nowadays and now at this time India is second most populous country. Some most populous countries are there now, so India is on second number. On first number there is China, second is India, third is United States. Now on fourth number there is Indonesia, fifth number Pakistan. So many more countries are there. With over 1.2 billion people, means 1.2 billion people are living here in this country. Not only 1.2 billion, it is increased. So the current population is 1,387,000,000 and 297,452. So this is the population of the country. Now you can see map is shown here. This is our country India. Political map is this, as you have read. And see, you can remember the direction is also shown here. The north direction is shown here, so you can find out all the directions as it is told to you. So all the states with their capitals in this map. Now location. The world's landmass is divided into 7 continents. The world's landmass you have studied the continents, the large land masses, the large part of land. The land masses is divided into 7 continents. They are divided. Number 1, Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia. These are the 7 continents. India is in the continent of Asia, and India lies in the continent Asia. It is the world's 7th largest country, which is India. India is the world's 7th largest country. It is on 7th number. It has an area of about 3.28 million square kilometers, and its area, our country's area, is 3.28 million square kilometers. The land that makes up India consists of the mainland and many islands. The land which is in India, it has 2 parts, mainland and many islands. The whole country you can see in the picture is the mainland. See, this is mainland, means map of the India is the mainland, and there are many islands also. Not only this shape you can see here, not only this is India, here also you can see some dots you can see in the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. They are also the part of our country India. So in the Arabian Sea there is Lakshadweep Islands, and in the Bay of Bengal there are Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So they are also the part of our country India. So this is the mainland and these are the islands. To the west, sorry, the mainland of India is a large peninsula. The mainland India is a large peninsula. Now new word is here, peninsula. Peninsula means the part of the land which is surrounded by water from three sides. And if a part of land is surrounded by four sides, means from all the sides, then that is island. But if the part is surrounded by water from three sides only, then that part is called the peninsula. So India is the peninsular country. You can see here, this side and to the south. From all these sides, our country is surrounded by water. So this is peninsular country. To the west lies the Arabian Sea, as you have seen here, and to the east, Bay of Bengal. On the east side there is Bay of Bengal. To the south is the Indian Ocean, and to the south there is Indian Ocean. High mountains in the north separate it from the rest of Asia, and there are high mountains in the north side. So those mountains separate our country from the rest of Asia, because Asia is very big, and Asia is the biggest one, and in Asia many countries are there. So India is separated from the mountains. To the south is India has a long coastline of about 7,500 kilometers, including Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep. So India has a coastline. Coastline, can you understand? Coastline means the coastal areas, the areas which lie near the water bodies, means near the seas and oceans. So that is the coastline. So that coastline is 7,500 kilometers, including Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Means the coast of Andaman, Nicobar and Lakshadweep Islands are also added in this measure. And a land frontier of 15,200 kilometers. Land frontier, you can't understand, I think. So land frontier is the area near the boundaries between two countries. Between two countries always there is a boundary. So near that boundary the land is called the land frontier, and that is 15,200 kilometers. Neighbors, who are the neighbors of our country? China, Nepal and Bhutan are our neighbors to the north. To the north side, see, China, Nepal and Bhutan are our neighbors. To the west and northwest are Pakistan and Afghanistan. See, Pakistan and Afghanistan. To the east are Bangladesh and Myanmar. To the east side there is Bangladesh and Myanmar. To the south in the Indian Ocean lies the island country Sri Lanka, and to the south only one country is there, and that is island country. Island country means that country is surrounded by water from all the sides, and that is Sri Lanka. So these are our neighbors. Now political divisions. Political divisions. India with its capital at New Delhi is divided into 28 states and 9 union territories. And before this time there were 29 states and 7 union territories, but now you must have listened 370 article. After that it is changed. So now at this time there are 28 states and 9 union territories for the administrative purpose. And why this division is done? To administrate properly, because the whole country cannot be administrated by one government, one people. The states have been created mainly on the basis of language and states. So how the states are created? The states are created mainly on the basis of language spoken in the area. Which language is spoken in the particular area, that is separated. So two things are there, two questions are there. Means why political divisions are there? To administrate well, to administrate the whole country properly, easily. And how it is divided into how it is divided politically? On the basis of language. On the basis of language. So children, here are the states and their capitals. You can see all the states are written here, all the capitals are written here. So you have to read. I am not going to read it. It is easy to read. You can read and find out. But this is old book, so something is changed here. There are 29 states are given here in this list, but there are not 29 states as I told you. After 370, article 370, the states are 28 and the union territories are 9, because Kashmir is divided into two parts, in Ladakh and Jammu Kashmir, and they both are now union territories. So one state has become less. Union territories are also given in their capitals, so you have to read it properly. Now physical divisions. Political division you have read here. Now physical divisions. India is divided into 6 physical regions, also called geographical regions, on the basis of characteristics of landforms. India is divided into 28 states and 9 union territories politically, but physically, means on the basis of landforms, it is divided into 6 parts, and those 6 parts are: number 1, the northern mountains; number 2, the northern plains; number 3, the Thar or Great Indian Desert; 4th, the peninsular plateau; the coastal plains; the islands. Means which type of land is there in our country, that is separated. By seeing this picture you can understand. Seeing map is very important for you children, so always you have to see the map. See, all the 6 divisions are shown in this map. By seeing this you can understand. The brown color shown here is the northern mountains. The green color shown here, this part is the northern plains. This brown area is always covered with snow. This is Himalayas, and this green color is the northern plains. It is very fertile, means crops are grown well here. This yellow area is the desert area, Great Indian Desert, or also Thar Desert. It is also called the Thar Desert. This is sandy area, and this pink colored area is the peninsular plateau, or you can say the Deccan Plateau. It is also called the Deccan Plateau. So this is like a table, means it is also called the tableland. And the light green area you can see here near the sea, this is the coastal plains. Coastal plains means near the sea. The area which lies near the seas or oceans is the coastal area. And here in the Bay of Bengal and in Arabian Sea you can see small green dots. These are not dots, these are lands. So this is Andaman and Nicobar Island, and this is Lakshadweep Island. These are also the part of our country. So separately they are divided into island regions. These are the physical divisions of, and physically it is divided on the basis of landforms. So chapter is completed now children. In next chapter I will tell you the exercise work. So go through the chapters and read well. Thank you.